Hey everyone, this is Lydia Alverson back with another video. Today I'm going to show you guys how I use Safari on my iOS device. For this demonstration, I'm using my iPhone 6s Plus, which I am ready to get rid of. I'm ready for a new phone. Anyways, so I'm just going to show you the basics of how I use Safari. Basically, just how I navigate the web page in general. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and put my voiceover focus on Safari.
Safari.
And for this demonstration, I'm using the Alex voice. I decided to switch voices just for this demonstration.
Safari. Address. Search or enter website name.
Okay, so of course, the first thing it brings me to is the address bar. So I'm in the main Safari window. So, let me just show you guys what's here. So if I flick to the right...
Apple button. Bing button. Google button.
You get the idea. But basically, these are all the websites that are in my favorites. But if I go down here to bookmarks...
Bookmarks button.
Double tap on this, it'll show you some of the websites I have bookmarked, and I can do that right here.
Bookmarks. Bookmarks. Heading. Done button. Selected. Bookmarks button. Reading list button. 2 of 3.
That's if you wanted to read this offline, I think. And have this in iCloud. I don't really mess with it that much, so I don't really have that much experience. Anyway, let's continue.
History button. 3 of 3.
This is your history. I made sure to clear mine, by the way.
Search bookmarks. Search field. Favorites button.
Use your favorites. You can go to your favorites here.
VoiceOver getting started table of contents.
Now, I bookmarked this page because, of course, I was getting a Mac and I wanted to make sure I knew the basics.
Mac keyboard shortcuts. Apple support.
I added that in too.
Getting started with your Mac using VoiceOver vertical line AppleVis.
Again, another resource.
AT&T My account. iPhone user guide.
Okay, you get the idea. But anyways, let's just get down to the basics here. Let me just get out of here by hitting the done button, which is in the top right-hand corner.
Done button. Address. Search or enter website name.
Okay, so of course it brings me back to the search or enter website name. The address bar. So, I'm going to double tap on this.
Address. Search or enter website name.
And now I'm in the text field and it brings up the keyboard, but I'm going to show you a quicker way of how I enter in these addresses. So I'm going to go ahead and switch my rotor setting to Braille screen input.
Language, typing mode, text selection, Braille screen input, orientation locked, landscape, tabletop mode, contracted.
And I'm going to turn the phone around, so pardon me for that. So I basically turn the phone this way so I can use this mode. And I'll demonstrate this in a future video. So basically what Braille screen input is it allows me to type in Braille characters. But of course it'll come out in regular print just like it would on your iPhone if you typed it out using the keyboard. So let me just
Positions calibrated.
And by default, I have this the search engine set to Google, so that way I can just type in what I want, and it'll automatically open that particular search engine's webpage for me. So I'm gonna say something like
April. Fools. Dot 5. Day. Pranks. You can play on the portrait address.
And I just swiped right with 2 fingers to open the page. So it's basically to enter a new line. You swipe right with 2 fingers. But in this case, of course, it's like hitting the go button in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this phone portrait. Okay, so like in my previous videos of using the internet, of course, I'm gonna navigate the web page by heading. So I'm gonna
hints, headings.
Actually, yes, it's been on headings.
10 headings.
So, of course, now I'm in the results page. So of course, if I do a 4-finger single tap.
Address. April Fool's Day pranks you can play on the Mac. Secure and validated connection.
Now if I swipe to the right.
Reload button.
I can reload the page if it's giving me trouble. Sorry. Swipe right again.
Google link.
Okay, you get the idea. So, of course, I could navigate the page this way, but, of course, just to make my life a little bit easier, I'm going to navigate by heading by swiping down with one finger, since I have my rotor setting set to headings.
4 Goofy April Fool's Day pranks to play on Mac users. OS X Daily. Heading level 3. Link.
And of course, respectively, it can flick up to go back by heading. But I'm going to continue on.
April Fool's Day. 10 simple Mac pranks. Part 1 of 2 vertical line V. Ellipsis. Heading level 3. Link.
That's the Mac Observer. I've read this page a few times, and some of the stuff they have on here is... Some of the Mac pranks they have on here I didn't even think about. I'm going to keep going.
April Fool's Day. 10 simple Mac pranks. Part 2 of 2 vertical line V. Ellipsis. Heading level 3. Link. 4 simple April Fool's Day pranks to play on your Mac and iPhone. Ellipsis. Heading level 3. April Fool's Day pranks. Play these geeky pranks. Macworld UK. Heading level 3. Link.
And that's pretty much all there is to it. Of course, if I wanted to open one of these pages, I could just simply double tap.
Reader available. Drive your friends to distraction with these Mac-based pranks for April Fool's Day.
And there you have it. I'm able to go ahead and read the article. Now, if I wanted to back out, and I don't think I mentioned this on the last video, but on iOS, it's basically their back buttons in the bottom left-hand corner.
Back button. Reader available. Back reader address. April Fool's Day pranks you can play on the Mac. Secure and validated connection.
And on macOS, I believe it's command left bracket, or you can just go to the toolbar and hit the back button there. But say I wanted to close these tabs. Well, technically I only have one open, so of course I didn't create a new tab. So I only have one page open. But say for example you have multiple pages open. They added this in iOS 10. But I'm hearing 3D Touch is going to be going this year in this year's iPhones, which is a real bummer. But anyway, I found this very, very easy. If you go to where it says
Tabs button.
If you're a voiceover user, you can just simply touch on this. But of course, for us voiceover users, the focus has to be there for this to work. Now, what you do is you 3D touch on the tabs button.
Close this tab button.
And of course, you can close this tab. But if I flick to the right,
New private tab button.
I can do incognito or a new private tab.
New tab button.
Create a new tab.
Cancel button.
And of course, there's the cancel button. I'm just going to go ahead and go to...
Close this tab button.
I'm just going to go ahead and close this tab.
Address. Search or enter website name.
And that's all there is to it. So, that's just the basics of how I use Safari on the Mac with VoiceOver. Sorry, I keep moving the phone. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, please feel free to like and subscribe for more content. I do have a lot more tech videos coming, and I might actually do a few games, because I do have some games on my phone that I would love to show you guys, and how I play games as someone who's blind or visually impaired. And yes, for the request of family members, I do have music videos coming, but I just like doing the tech videos more. But anyways, please feel free to like and subscribe and share these videos, please. It's greatly appreciated. And with that being said, this is Lydia Alverson, signing off for now. Thanks for watching.